Hi, I'm Liz Rice from Aqua Security, and today I just wanted to take a very quick look at the Scratch container image. The Scratch image has nothing in it. It's not even an image, it is nothing. So let's just have a very quick look at the kind of things you can or can't do with that. So I try to run an image called Scratch. So the first line saying unable to find the Scratch latest image locally, that's Docker looking for an image with that name. And in fact, it can't find that, it can't use that name because it's a reserved name. So it's done something special to prevent it from trying to run or pull that image. Let's just check that by trying to pull a Scratch image. And again, it's a reserved name. We're not allowed to pull that image. So what can you do with it? Well, you can build images on top of the Scratch image by doing something like this, where the first line is from Scratch, and then you can run or add whatever arbitrary information or arbitrary commands you want to through that Docker file. So I've built this very simple Docker file that starts from the Scratch image, and then it's going to try to run ls on the root directory. Now, before I go ahead and run that, I just want you to, or rather build it, so run the build on that Docker file. I want you to have a think about what you expect is going to happen. Now, bear in mind that when you're executing the Docker build, it goes through and takes each line, sort of line by line, it's going to try to execute that in a temporary container. So it's going to start from this Scratch image, which contains nothing, and it's going to attempt to run an ls executable, passing in the slash representing root to that ls executable. So what do you think is going to happen? Well, let's try it. Let's try building based on that Docker file. And the first steps from Scratch, well, it's kind of a no-op really. Then it tries to run ls, and we get this error message that basically says it tried to run a shell, and there is no shell. So in fact, when we run the run command like this, there are two different options. One of them, the shell version, and it's used that to try to pass these parameters into the shell, and it can't because there is no shell executable available in that Scratch image, because there is nothing in that image. When we do this, we start with from scratch. It's like having an empty file system. There is literally nothing in it. So it's a really great starting point if we want to build a container image, starting from nothing and adding in every single component, every single file that we want to end up in that image. It's perfect. But there is nothing there to start with. It's a completely empty file system. So I hope that helps to explain a little bit about what the Scratch image is. I'm going to try to build on this concept and explore a bit more about what you can do with Scratch and why Scratch is so useful. I'm going to be doing that in a talk that I'll be presenting at some events in the next month or two. So keep an eye on this channel, keep an eye on my Twitter feed. I'm Liz Rice on Twitter, and you'll be able to sign up to hear more about the Scratch image and other small container images.